am in Wyoming. Whoa. I'm so excited. I mean, I've never been in Wyoming before, but we are on our way to a retreat that the Wing Chaplain has put on, and there are 9 cars in our like convoy, and people brought kayaks and like dune buggies and boats, and we're going to Flaming Gorge, I think it is. So I brought my car because I have to leave early. Otherwise I would have like rode with somebody. But it's gorgeous out here. Like there are snow covered mountains just everywhere. It is so crazy. So I'm excited to see, because we're going, we went out from Utah and then went through Wyoming, and then we're gonna go back down south to Utah. But it's just so cool. I'm really excited. We're gonna get to like ride horses and go whitewater rafting and go shooting. I'm so excited to start this weekend, and it's like 2 nights I'll be here, and then I'll go back up and preach back at the chapel, and then on Sunday afternoon I leave for Slot Canyons, I think it is. It's called. It's in Utah, and kind of meet up with an airman ministry that's down there. I don't know if we will have, if I'll have like any internet access, but we will have electricity, so I'm gonna like try to charge my stuff when I can, and I just hope I have enough memory to take videos and pictures and things like that. So I'm super excited, and hopefully I can take y'all along with me as much as I can.
Faster than 4-wheeler.
How fast does it go?
Huh?
How fast does it go?
85.
85? Yeah. Good luck. I like cows that run. Those are my favorite.
Say hi to cows! Say hi!
Oh, he's scared!
Whoa, that's a buffalo!
Whoa, whoa! As big as a buffalo.
It looks like a buffalo.
Look at him.
A male cow right there.
Yeah. She might have not known though.
Fire of God, the Holy Spirit.
There she is. Hi, Lily.
There she is. Isn't she beautiful?
Baptism by fire.
Beautiful.
So I don't fall. I think that's a pop-up.
I think you're gonna follow me either way. I think either way you're gonna find a.
But he said that's a she too.
Oh, look at the little one.
That's her baby.
She's like shielding the little baby.
Look at the youngsters.
Yeah.
Come on, horsey.
Run, horsey, run.
Come
Run, horsey, run.
on. Oh.
Okay. Do you love me? Yes. Yes. Do you love Utah? Yes.
Hey guys, I am doing laundry because I just got back from a camping trip for like 3 days or something. So the whole chapel, we went out, and the Wing Chaplain had all this land, and we went out. So I got back tonight, and I got back a night early because I have to preach tomorrow. And then right afterwards I leave for another camping trip. So I'm going out to, it's not the Grand Canyon, but are taking a trip to the Grand Canyon, and they're coming up north, and so I'm going to meet them kind of up there. And then some people were kind of like couldn't go earlier in the weekend, so I'm going to bring them with me. So I had to wash all of my clothes from this past weekend, and it's only like Saturday, so that I have enough clothes for camping tomorrow. Because I didn't bring that many like outdoor clothes, so I had to everything I've been wearing for the past 3 days straight. So I'm just doing my laundry, and then I'm gonna go inside and finish my sermon. So one thing I noticed kind of about this weekend with being with a bunch of chaplains and their families or chaplain assistants is that you have to, I don't know, like I saw a lot of differences with the fact that I was open to doing whatever, and I tried really hard to not complain, even though there wasn't really anything to complain about. It was really cold, so every night it was like 40-ish degrees, and I did not bring enough stuff to camp out in 40-degree weather. So I was freezing my booty off, and people kept asking me like, how did you sleep and all that stuff. I was like, it was fine, like I was okay, like, you know, I made it through. So just not complaining. And then we were with people all the time, and I love people, and I love being around people, and I don't like being by myself, but it definitely was a difference between people that wanted to be by themselves, and I think it just looked a lot better, and it looked really well on the fact that I was always around people. I think that's one thing that is kind of good chaplain wisdom, is that you're gonna have to be around people a lot, and it might not necessarily be like the type of people you want to be around, but you still have to like not complain and be involved, and just really being open to being around these people no matter who they are. But I think also too, something that kind of hit me was, because even though I was with people all day long, when I would go back to my tent, I was like, oh no, I'm alone, because I don't do well being alone. Like it really scares me a lot, and I actually have to pray about it a lot when I am alone, and that's why it's been kind of hard for me being out here, just like not really knowing anybody. And I've been making friends, which has been nice, but it kind of hit me this weekend that like everybody's families were out there and everything, and they were having a great time, and all I could think about was like, man, I wish I had my own family to be out here with all these people. And then it kind of hit me that, you know, in the military, we're not always going to get to do things or go places where we can bring our families with us, and we still have to make something good out of it, because there's going to be a day when I'm going to deploy and I'm not going to be there with my family. Just because my family is not there, or I don't have my own family, I shouldn't inconvenience other people. And that's just, I don't know, something for me to think about is, you know, even if one day I do have a family, like there's still going to be a time when I'm going to be deployed and I'm not going to be around them, and I'm going to be like by myself, and there's going to be days when I get done with my duties for the day, and I'm going to have to go back to my little area, and I might be by myself, and those times are going to be hard for me, and I'm going to have time to sit and think about, you know, that I'm away from family, and I'm away from people I know and familiar things. So I think as a chaplain, you have to do both. You have to be good in both situations. You have to be good with being around people all the time and having a good attitude, and just being okay with that. But then you also have to know how to have hope and faith in the moments when you're by yourself, and using that time to think about God and to pray to God, and, you know, to kind of fill yourself up. Because that's what I did when I went back to my tent this past weekend, is I like read books, like books, they're for my endorser, but just like spiritually based books, just to kind of put my mind back on God. So that's my chaplain wisdom I have for y'all, is just being good with, I mean, you're going to be around people a lot, so you have to get good at it, and be okay with it, and you might have to step out of your comfort zone a lot, but also being gracious to the times when you are alone and being confident. And I kind of had to tell myself today, because I was like, oh well, because I get like caught up in these highs, like these highs of being around people all the time, and then instantly when I'm by myself I just kind of plummet, and that's just something that is with my personality. So on the way drive back home, I was by myself for like 2.5 hours, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna be by myself tonight. But in my head I was like, no, like tomorrow is gonna be a new day. I have to focus on tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm preaching and then instantly driving out to the Grand Canyon to be with a single airman's ministry that they have here, and being with them all. And that whole drive out there I'll be with people too. So that's all Sunday, and all Monday I'll be with people, and then Tuesday starts right back up with working again. So, and like going that whole week. And so that's just something to think about as a chaplain, like being good and gracious in those times that you're around people, but also being kind to yourself and hopeful in the times that you are alone, and not pressuring each side, like not always hoping that you're alone when you are with people, or that when you are alone that you are with people. Not pressuring it both, but just allowing it to kind of happen and finding out where your best fit is at in both situations. But I think they're both important to be a chaplain.
You take